heavily armed infantry soldiers of the Indian Army on patrol on the line of control in the Aknur sector northwest of Jammu. Given the heightened state of alert, we are told neither to reveal our exact location nor the names or ranks of the men we speak to. A rare request, but one we are happy to respect. Bunkers like the one these soldiers are positioned next to often serve as cover when the firing becomes intense. Mortars, which have a kill radius of several meters depending on their caliber, pose a constant threat. Our soldiers retaliate with our own mortars, but also use Swedish-designed Carl Gustaf rocket launchers and multi-barrel grenade launchers depending on the situation. With the situation on the line of control extremely tense now, the Indian Army is deployed throughout the day, throughout the night. The situation is such that our soldiers have always got to be ready for any eventuality. These soldiers have been patrolling throughout the day as they try and ensure that peace is maintained on the line of control. And all along this area, just to be sure, soldiers do occasionally fire off their weapons as well, as you can see behind me. Soldiers are constantly alert to the situation over here. Leading the Army's patrols are young 20-something officers. Along with the officers and men are guard dogs like this German Shepherd, often the first responders to any terrorist incursion.
We are 24/7 alert because of the enemy activity is 24/7. It doesn't let us rest, or it doesn't let us keep our guard down. So we keep our guard up always and alertness to the highest possible point because of the heightened LC environment as of now. We take into consideration all of the three factors, depending on the infiltration, the mortar shelling and the sniping action by the enemy, and accordingly we manage our defenses and our activities according to these three threats.
Parts of the sector of the line of control are completely cut off from the rest of the country. Keeping up the spirit of the men here is a full-time job.
Patrolling, ambushes, a lot of many things. Plus we keep the morale of our men high.
How do you do that? That was my next question to you.
See, we keep playing games and we keep talking to each other at this place when there is no telecommunication available. So we are the family amongst ourselves.
As these men keep up their vigil further north in Poonch, the cost of the deadly standoff between India and Pakistan is abundantly clear. 6 people were killed over the weekend. Homes have been destroyed. Lives have been wrecked. Pakistan, for its part, claims India started the latest cross-border firing, killing 3 of their nationals and injuring 15 over the weekend. A distraught Mohammad Sharif shows NDTV the damage caused to his house by Pakistani shelling here at the line of control in Poonch. For the last several days, his home has come under intense fire. He was lucky to survive after a splinter hit him and injured his right arm. The 25-year-old is homeless as live shells are still inside his home and outside in his maize fields.
हमें किसी ने आज तक अभी पूछा नहीं मेरे को कि तुझे क्या प्रॉब्लम है, कुछ क्या नहीं है, तू जिंदा है मुर्दा है। क्यों मैं बच्चों को बहुत मुश्किल से उस दिन मैंने बचा लिए, तो बचाते हुए मेरे को थोड़ी सी छीनी लग गई।
With things quiet on the line of control today, villagers here in Sabjia tried to visit their homes to see the magnitude of damage. But they know that the calm is deceptive. Shells can land anytime. This is literally living on the edge. But in the days and weeks ahead of the visit, there has been anything but de-escalation, prompting India to ask Pakistan a time-tested question. Is the Pakistan government and the Pakistan army speaking in the same voice? With Nazir Masoodi and Manvinder Gautam, Vishnu Shom for NDTV.